Good morning everyone and welcome to you in this daily update on mainly Bitcoin these days. Hope you're doing very well, hope you have been able to trade Bitcoin good as always. Bitcoin is just totally range bound right now. So we've got a bit of a drop since the last update into the longs target. We have playing now, if you remember good, here was around this, it was there, yeah, around the path control here, well exactly here by the way. We've was around this price action, so we've got a drop from around the first target, did not go long here. We've got another bounce, another drop into, and this time we touched it twice, the first long target, so pretty cool bounce. I'm not sure I took the long here too. Can't remember. And so next we've got another decreasing price to go completely through the second target we have planned, because we've got one wall target, the upper part and the bottom really of the target. Two different long trades. And so we went just completely through, and what's happened there? Well, very simple. We've got, you know, the second target plan here. It was around this range value arrow here, this wall range value arrow. We just went below, got a flip into resistance, we faked a drop, and we reclaim, flip into support and pump. And again, this is a complex approach, and Bitcoin likes to do this a lot these days. This, by the way, you can learn this on the website. You can see it was, well, these are some approach, for example. And it took a long, by the way. These are some approach, okay, some complex approach where really make the people, well, feeling some shorts here. But again, it's not because we're below the support yet we have to short. We do not short a support, we short a resistance, right? So again, you can take a scalp short at the top here. But yeah, personally, I didn't want to scalp yesterday to trade such price actions. So yeah, like I said, we remain in my high and lower trades, remain patient until we get any good opportunity, e.g. for example a sign of strength, what we've got, or a drop into the support plan basically. So we've got a sign of strength, we've got a sign of strength here, and yeah, we've got a bit of a continuation, but overall we've got, you can see here the flip to support you can get. So you can get either a very small one, either it can take some more time to get a longer flip to support like this. So yeah, pretty cool and easy trade, to be honest with you, that one. And yeah, that brings us where we are at the moment. So let's update the chart here really quickly. We can get rid of that now. We can move this on the right. Do we have any news? I think yes, if I remember good. We have the, yeah, Michigan consumer. So we have 2 news today. Let me just add this on my side. So we have 2:30 UTC plus 2. And we have 4 PM UTC plus 2. Bam. Building permits and Michigan consumer sentiment. This second one is moving most of the time in the market. Can be volatile. First one I can't remember, but well, again, these are the high importance news, so in any case, depending on the result, it can be very volatile. Yeah, so let's update this. Here, but we already touched this. Yep, this is so high already. So here, let's go there. Naked session point of control. 103, 450. And we've got another one. 103. What the hell just happening? 230. Yes. Okay, this is done. TPOs, we have a TPO at 102.862.8. So what? 102.862.8. There you go. TPO. And then we have a nice DNPOC. One and 102.6. Alright, this is done, and I just want to check again this nice TPO profile, I mean template here. We're into 862.5, yeah, okay, this is the same basically. I do like this one a lot, not gonna lie. So this one here, we have, you can see still this lovely poor high that we still didn't, yeah, we didn't took this yet. So, well, we have, as you can see, we have only good lows. We just have one poor high. So the best of the best will be still to go and take this high. We've got yesterday during the day, we've got, so an open to the downside here. I mean, a little bit here to the upside, but overall went down. We've got a poor high. You can see what yesterday went to take the high. Here we still have this poor high just right there. So it will be good to at least maybe not go for a new local all-time high, but go take the 105,000 top basically. Okay, this will be the best because we still have one poor high there. So that will be the best overall to still go for this kind of new high. So that's why, well, we are at the resistance right now, as you can see. I mean, we was overnight, 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. I'm waking up at night, so missed that. But well, was, as you can see here, if you pull the wall range, well, fixed range, you can see it was at the value high. Okay, so this value high here is a very, very important resistance. We went into the value high. We've got also a swing through pan here, so this was a very good target, not gonna lie. For a short trade, this was a very, very, very good target. Now, yeah, again, we have one poor high here, so the best overall will be to go swipe this high. Sorry. So yeah, what we can plan here is simply the next support. Again, I mean, this is again the one we have planned yesterday, right? This is the one basically, and we have, I think I draw this here on my side before to go live. Yeah, we have this kind of triangle price action now forming. So I don't know if we can take it really from before here. Not really a fan of this, but anyways, have this kind of triangle here forming. As you can see, a triangle pattern here. So yeah, yeah, for me the next support will be this. Of course, locally we do have some support. You can see we have a daily level, we have a naked session path control, but what is the problem here? We are longing into the point of control. Is it a good place to take some trades basically? Personally, no, this is not at all what I want. I want to trade at the value high or at the value low, or a little bit above, bit below, but these are the best place, not in the middle like this. So yeah, here for me, well, of course there are some scams to take, absolutely, but this is not a good place for me to trade. So I'm not gonna take any trade here. Gonna remain in my short and in my long. Well, that one and oh no, by the way, I compounded my long, so this, now the entries are around there. So yeah, my long and my short, and otherwise the only long I can see here is this one right here on the chart. Okay, so let me just get rid of that, there you go. So this is the only long I can see. Again, that will match with the bottom really of the triangle here. Okay, oops. Yeah, that will be the the only possible long. If we do drop below here, again we can do a fake out, but again I will long only on the reclaim of the triangle, because to long down here, I mean there is no confluence down here, right? So I mean this is, yeah, for me this will be pretty complex to long here. So we can look for a fake out of the triangle down here, okay, but I will long only on the reclaim of the triangle. Before that, I'm not interested in a long trade because the confluence is not big enough. And so here what we can look for, if we go down, more likely the best way to swipe this low, we can look for a long at this swing through pan fair auction, so to speak. But again, I'm not a fan of this long, so the best here will be to come down into the next targets we have planned, and so to speak, we can look for this. Nice, so we have the point of control sitting at 97,000. But again, no real big confluence. We just have one path control alone like this. So the best way to come down into the latest uptrend point of control, not the overall full range point of control, so to speak, around 94,600-700. Okay, with the DNPOC down to the lows, of course. Okay, so we have the, basically this is this wall zone. that we can divide by two targets. We have this first upper part basically, and we have next the lower parts. Okay, so we have basically the first upper part can go down to this last low, okay, and we'll have next this second part of the support. Yeah, that will be the plan basically next. So yeah, best tier will be to go swipe this high, as we have one per high above. That will be the best of the best. No trade now, as we are at the path control, waiting for higher or lower to take a trade. For a short trade, of course, we can look for, well, the top of the triangle. Okay, so we can look for, again, well, the best would have been this place, but personally I was sleeping here, so this will have been the best place to take a short trade, and not really jump in like this into the path control. So yeah, the only short trade I can see will be this high. Okay, but I mean, if we take this high, again, it depends on the reaction, but overall the best will be to go for a new local all-time high. And so here we can look for a short, basically trade the high here as a swing through panel failed auction. And if we get nothing good for a short up here, basically we can look for a new all-time high. We of course have one big level here, as you can see, the weekly negative path control just before the all-time high. That can, again, it depends on the data line of time. For example, if you get millions of, or yeah, millions of longs opening up here, maybe not hundreds of millions, but for example, we get 20, 40, 50 millions of new longs opening up here into the weekly negative path control, and the price is not that moving up. Well, it means that everything is getting absorbed, and so of course that can bring us with a quick move down. Okay, so overall maybe continue higher next, but it can still give a short, for example, for day traders. So be aware of this weekly negative path control. Okay, we still have one big level before the all-time high, but again, the confidence is very small. We don't have confidence at all on this. That will maybe more be for a scalp, to be honest with you. Okay, so yeah, that will be the preferred long target. If we just bounce off the path control, we bounce off the path control. Overall, the best will be to go and swipe this high. Can give a short entry, but the best way to go really at the top. Okay, so preferred PA is not this, either is this, to go swipe the high at least. Then we can see what's happening there, but again, preferred will be to go swipe the highs. We can get a short entry here depending on the reaction, otherwise new all-time high most likely. Still be aware of the weakening at path control. And if we go down first, we have this nice long trade. Next we can look for a fake out of the triangle, but I will only long if we manage to reclaim the bottom of it. Otherwise I will look for a move down into the lows here to swipe this bottom there, so we can trade this as a swing through panel failed auction. Am I going to take the long? It depends on the reaction, but this is not my preferred long trade. What I will prefer if we drop is to come down into the big support we have planned below. Okay, for the harmonic plan and everything. Just right there, by the way. Okay, so yeah, that is it for Bitcoin. On the with the wave, well, there is nothing crazy to update, to be honest with you, at the moment. We have the different plans, we have the different configurations. Yeah, so let's see which one play out, basically. That's the only thing I can say based on the plan with the levels. Everything is in the last update. Just want to show the wave. I'm not gonna comment the wave. I already did in the last update. We have this first configuration, this second configuration, even more bullish, and this last configuration, if we see that we do such configuration. But this is really to be aware of, not to try and to take as a main configuration because of the smaller wave count. I do not think we're in this, but it's still technically valid. So yeah, yeah, so with the wave, nothing new, to be honest with you. So what we can do now, well, we're done. We can maybe go and cover really quickly NQ and ES. So NQ, you know, was looking for this possible massive full reversal depending on what Bitcoin was doing at the second big resistance we have planned. So you know, it was this first resistance that we went above, flip it into support. We've got a second massive resistance that was around there. We went into the resistance, got a bit of a drop, but overall, you know, ES and NQ was just holding very nicely. Went even above here, if I'm correct. It was at the resistance but not dropping at all. And so yeah, Bitcoin got the brick to the upside. So here we've got a brick to the upside here. And so of course ES and NQ, or Bitcoin is following ES and NQ, I don't know, but in any case both was breaking out in Bitcoin was breaking out, so the plan was not valid anymore for this. If Bitcoin was breaking the second tier, as I said, we can look for also a continuation here. So we've got the continuation. We are now coming for some smaller levels without really big confidence. The major levels was really down here. So now, to be honest with you, the most likely is to go for a continuation and a new all-time high in the end, like Bitcoin. Okay, so yeah, we can get rid of I'm gonna keep it in case we do a flip to support, to be honest with you. For example, Bitcoin drop, you know, Bitcoin drop, for example, drop, we get the drop, flip into support on ESNQ and continuation. That can be something, yeah. So yeah, yes is well, at the last resistance, but I mean, again, do we have any reaction here? We've got a reaction here. You can see very small, the Valera high, but yeah, this is kind of crazy, not gonna lie. So yeah, that will be a target I will keep on my chart just in case we have to get a bit of a pull back here. They'll end up in a flip to support before a new all-time high. In any case, I mean, that's in a way some long trade if you took the long down here. We've got only one single buy here. That was the bottom. I mean, again, not the very bottom here, but this bottom here, we are up 15% since then. This is, I think I'm not trading these markets, but 21% this one. This is pretty crazy on these assets, not gonna lie. So yes, NQ done. We was also looking at gold here. So what happened on this? Wave 4 is completely fucked up here. We took the wave on top, so this cannot be valid anymore. Well, a bad long after many good ones, so well, yeah, cannot win them all. Let's get rid of that. And so what I said was, if we do not do this impulsive here, we can look for a longer, and that will be a longer pattern here. That will be for an ending. And if we do not do the ending, my account was wrong, and we could look for a wave 5 top completed. I cannot remember how exactly I drew you this already. I cannot remember exactly how it was I drew you this, but yeah, for now I'm gonna look for this. The problem is, if Bitcoin is really bullish, again, it's not really good for gold. It's gonna normally not follow that much. So yeah, for now I'm gonna keep this thing, and we can get rid of that, by the way. I'm gonna keep this on my chart. That will be so an ending in the wave 5. And if we drop a little further, so to speak, we drop below here, this well, wave 4 bottom, to be honest with you, the wave 5 tops are in, and so we can look for the big white wave 4 ready. So if we have to be in the big white wave 4, let me just take this here really quickly. Yeah, that was in case we want to drop a little bit bigger before here for the wave 4. So if we have to pull back from here, let me get rid of these volume. Took. Alright, so let me just update this real quick. Okay. So well, first of all, what we've got here, we've got a regular wave 2, so we can look for start to be on a higher time frame here. Let me see. Yeah, 3618, you can see here. Perfect. Yeah, let's see where is the conference. This is very low. Again, if we spend some more time, that will come up here, line up with a 50%, for example. So I will keep this 2 for now. There is no confidence with this, but maybe we by time it's gonna give some. All right. Yep. You're brilliant targets, not gonna lie. Yeah. So first you have this nice swing through. Well, let's get rid of this 23.16. Again, we can hold the 23.6 like this, like this, like this, and then rise. This is possible. Okay, this is a target. Now the biggest confidence is coming down a little bit below here, so it'll be around the MCFIB 38.2. So I'll keep only the 38.2 here because this seems to be the best target. So we have first of all this nice boom swing through pan value high anchor view up from this bottom here, 618 6%, plus the weekly level. Okay, we can also go down here to swing through pan a little bit. Yeah, no, I will not like to go that down, to be honest with you. So that will be the first possible long trade. Okay, for gold, bam, 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 to look for a wave 5 next. If we do not hold this first support, we can simply look for the next one, so to speak. Here we can look for this nice 50% with the point of control of the latest uptrend, with the value of the, well, not the latest uptrend here, but this from this wave to bottom to the wave, well, the whole wave 3, so to speak, volume here, value high. And we can go down here, as you can see, to the bottom here to do a swing through pan reduction, basically into the anchor view. Now, thing is, if we spend some more time like this, and we have to come down here, the anchor view up is going to line up with this support. So the best will be overall this. Okay, so I have this first long trade and this second long trade targeting next a new all-time high. There you go. Yeah, nice. Yeah, perfect. There you go. This is in case we have to drop even further. Yeah. Yeah. Do I have... Oh, there you go. Yeah, this was a way. Yeah, there you go. I draw this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that was an ending. Yeah, I remember now. That was an ending already completed. Yeah, that will be the count. Okay, so let me just... There you go. That will be the count here. So that will be a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and the wave 5 with an ending here. So wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already completed. So the wave 3 in that case will be in. Okay, now if we still have to be really bullish and holding the lower time frame support, we can look for such configuration. We still have an ending basically into this, into the low, well, the blue wave 5 here basically. So that will be it for gold, and otherwise, to be honest, Ethereum, BTC, we've got another perm here, so that's even better. Let's take a longer wave 4 then, and yips. There you go. No. Yeah, we got a 1-to-1 extension, right? Yep. 1-to-1 extension for the wave 5. If we push up here, we can still look for this 1618 or 2618 here. And then we can look for a wave to pull back. So, well, again, this one here, it seems that we're going to do something pretty small because let's get rid of this big green square here. Yeah. 5 of June. 2nd of June. 16. Maybe. Alright, so yeah, let me just is it well placed? Yes. Alright, so yeah, the plan will be here to do this, to go down max to this swing 30 pound fair auction here. Yeah, nice. So that will be the target overall. This value are high, swing 30 pound here. Green. And so yeah, again, time we come back down here, this might come a little bit higher. So yeah, that'll be the whole target. If we drop below this anchor rate view up, well, we might see again this lower range here to be well hit. As simple as that. How this kind of range below here, we're going to see the path control head here. This, so it's either this, either this. There you go. And yeah, if we manage to do this wave 1-2, this is very good overall, because it means that we, well, again, this wave 1-2, it can still be in the end an ABC zigzag here, just a simple ABC, and so we just do not still switch. We do not, for example, we just take the previous high here, this lower time frame. So for now, wave on top, we just take this wave on top, and we just come back down and fall. Overall, we'll still be in a lower high, so still be in a bearish market structure. Now, the best to be really bullish on absolutely everything will be to get this wave 3, 4, 5 to the upside and finally break this market structure locally at least, and then hold. So we will get a 1, 2, 3, flip into support, get a wave 5, and so in the end, they'll form a bigger wave 1, 2, and then bam, 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 bam. Okay, we still, as you can see, have a lot of things to do to really be fully bullish on these markets and on the alts. Again, it can be even, we can do directly a massive pump with a wave 3 here. But I mean, yeah, we should see some sign. For example, we're going to do, if we do a massive pump next, we're going to do a very short, like very small wave 2 in terms of price. So this is again lining up with this first target. So yeah, yeah, but I mean, overall, you can see here we are on a high time frame. So are we going to do this? I mean, it is really unlikely, right? This is really, it is possible. But I mean, look at this. The time we can do a 5 ways like this. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, you do the 5 ways, but next you have a bigger wave 1, 2, and then comes the bigger thing here. So is it possible to do this kind of small 1, 2, 3, or 5 and just pumping up like this? Yes, but normally the best and the most probable is to make some 5 ways still very nice, and you can get a nice increase in price here still. Okay, but in the end, to make still a bigger wave 1, 2, or you can see like here, for example. Okay, you form a kind of leading on this one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bigger wave 1, or AB is the same, bigger wave 1, bigger wave 2, and then comes the bigger push to the upside. So here that will be the same. If we have to be bullish on the higher time frame, we're not normally just going to print some small 5 ways up and pump with a small 5 ways up like this. We are going to make a bigger wave 1, bigger wave 2, and overall, so basically on the lower time frame, this will be the first sign of strength. Okay, well, if we can say lower time frame, that will hold the latest really lower high. The next important one is this one, and this will be a real full confirmation. So if we have to do the 5 ways up, to be fair, the final thing will be to really take these highs, to really change the, well, possibly change the market structure, because next we just have to hold a higher low. We're going to plan the support. We just have to hold the higher low, and we can look for a full rotation. So yeah, that will be the best. Okay, and overall, we are normally going to do a bigger wave 1, 2 in terms of probability is more likely. So again, maybe a very small wave 2, possible. We do not need to make a massive crash here to come back up. It depends. It depends. Okay. Here, for example, you can see we have done a really nice wave 2. Sometimes we are just going to hold a very small 1, 2, very small 2, and we're going to get a massive move to the upside. So only time can tell on this. Okay. Yeah, so this will be the best. Let's keep this draw on the chart here. We have the lower time frame support and everything in any case. So we see how you can see a lot of things to do before to be really fully bullish, because there will be the bullish sign really on the alts too. So we'll need all of this to be bullish on the alts. If Ethereum is not bullish, nothing is bullish on the alts. Where's my Ethereum? Here. Yeah, for now still looking for this. But if Bitcoin is pumping, to be fair, there will be a wave 1 to another wave 1 2, so there'll be a 3, 4, 5, another 3, 4, 5, and so overall there will be, in that case, a bigger wave 1, bigger wave 2, and then maybe a small wave 2, and then band 3 or 5 to the upside if we have to be bullish. Well, the two counts we have planned basically. By the way, didn't read the chat here. Morning, JASMY. I will have a look at this. Hello, mates. Good to see you as always. What is your view on the altcoins? Oh, well, I just answered the question. Perfect. With view on gold. Well, I just answered the question. Perfect. Didn't even read the chat. I must read the questions. That's nice. Yeah, so, well, gold, you've got a TA. And my view on the alts, well, we need all of this on ETHBTC, basically. Again, we have the potential to rise. We have some really nice potential to rise. Let's have a look at field, for example. Here. We have different configurations. It depends now of ETHBTC, basically. We have a 5 ways up, a correction, a 5 ways up. So again, it can be an ABC zigzag and just crash. It depends of ETHBTC, basically. So 5 ways up, crash, 5 ways up. What it means? ABC zigzag crash. If Bitcoin is not following, otherwise a 1, 2, and another wave 1, 2, and now we're going to see a massive increase in price. And otherwise, the other configuration will be here, a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, leading, something a little bit less volatile directly, and then a bigger wave 1, and then a bigger wave 2, and then bam, 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 there you go. Pump it up, market, bull market is there, finally, and we can ride this up. So yeah, a few different configurations here, depending on what Bitcoin is going to do. Yeah. So let's go on JASMY. We can go on this one here. JASMY in here. Yes. Oh, we've got some nice bounce here. Sorry. Yeah, that's nice. 50% increase in price since then. Wow, 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 wow. That's lovely. Anyways, what do we have now on this one here? This is not an easy one. This is really not an easy one. Again, overall, as on Bitcoin, the context is more bullish. And we have some possible bullish wave. I will take some bullish wave on this, unless it changes, for example, on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is switching massively bearish. Of course, it's gonna affect everything. So, yeah, unless Bitcoin is massively bearish, I'm going to look here for some bullish wave. So if we have, let's get rid of this now. We don't really care anymore. Oh yeah, we've got a nice buy here. Alright, person up. So we've got two configurations here. Yeah, that will be a leading first of all. So let me just add this into a folder. Medium time frame 1 here. That'll be the bearish configuration, so let's get rid of that for now. That'll be here, bigger wave 1. If Bitcoin is retracing, that might give the pullback here too. I mean, that will give the pullback. Oops, let's go with some white waves. And so, yeah, we can look for the 3, 4, 5 next here to the upside. So that will be the medium time frame 1. Other one will be even more bullish in case Bitcoin do not really get a pullback directly. Let's go with some blue waves. Will be, you know, the super bull configuration also on Bitcoin basically. So we get a wave 1, 2. Another wave 1, 2. And another wave 1, 2. There you go. That will be the second configuration. Minimum time frame 2. And the last one will be what we have planned. That will be a wave 1, 2 here. No, my bad. That will be a wave 1. Again, these are 5 ways, so not really think that we're in this, but anyways. That will be the next configuration. It's really because we planned this before and it played out. And so next we'll get here another wave 1, 2, 3 or 5. Okay, this will be the bullish configuration, so minimum time from 3, and the bearish configuration, I think you got it already. It's what? Well, if you have a 5 waves correction, 5 ways, it can be an ABC zigzag, right? So A, B, C, correction is done, boom, come back down, and wrecked everyone. That's it. Yeah, that will be the plan basically on this JASMY. I mean, not to wreck everyone, but the different wave count here. Now let's have a look at this. Let's go on a monthly time frame here. Okay. So this one normally stopped. Yes, so we can get rid of that. We have one now here. Okay. Oh wow, look at this. Again, if we get this drop, this is an absolute crazy good opportunity. Again, we need Bitcoin bouncing and everything, but can you see it? Can you see it? This right here is brilliant. We are taking all the lows. We are coming into the Valeria low plus the 618 86%. This is very good. Now, of course, before that, we have this Valeria high and this point of control. And to be fair, this also is a very good long target here. Point of control anchors you up weekly level. This right here is a really good low. Now the best of the best way to really calm that down, but again, for this to happen, we really need Bitcoin to come down to the big support to have plan B and really crash from here. I mean crash. We are just simply coming to the long term to have plan basically. Here. So yeah, again, we can get a long up here, but I'm not a fan of longing up here. We'll just stay in that long. Yeah. Yeah, these will be the two longs. Morning. Everything is setting up for a deep retrace. Well, see, that's what everything is is looking for. That's the problem. That's what everyone is. Well, not everything. Everyone is looking at a big retracement, and so, well, if you think about it really quick, what happened when everyone was waiting for a big pullback to continue up? We have done some very small retracement, never took the lows here, and come back up. Here again, everyone is waiting for a bigger pullback to buy. Very small retracement, and we never come take the previous lows. Again, maybe this time is different. I will prefer, to be honest with you, to get something different. I will prefer we come down here because that would be an absolute crazy brilliant opportunity to take a long trade and to buy everything. Now, are we going to get it? If we have to make something really tricky, what Bitcoin absolutely loves to do, well, we're never going to come back down. We're just going to hold some high lows, high lows, high lows, and we're going to break out. And yeah, so I would like a deep retrace into these longs targets, but I'm not really sure we'll get it. Again, my opinion will change if again we break that low and we do not get any swing through the panel fellowship. If we do break this bottom here, okay, we come down here, we get nothing good for a long. We come down here, break the triangle, we do not get any reclaim for the two support, we just go through, take this bottom there. If here we do not get any good bullish reaction for a swing through panel reduction, then yes, we are definitely heading towards these targets. As simple as that. But for now, we do not get some crazy bullish people yet, so there is no big longs to trap here yet. So overall it will make more sense, to be fair, to keep a very small retracement like this, then break out. Again, break out, we can just side the highs once more, get median of longs, come back down, and then get a bigger retrace. That will be the best, because we can still of course do a bigger correction like this into the retracement here. But yeah, so I am in a short, I am in a long, that's why this is a very good position. Now yeah, is it pointing for a deep retrace? I would say yes, if we break this bottom there and we do not get any good bullish reaction down here on the order flow, because then in that case we're going to head towards, as I said, well, a 5% drop, 5-10% drop. So yeah. What you can do, well, again, if you're not in a short yet, you have to wait for a resistance to be tapped, okay? And otherwise, what you can do is not short the breakout, but if you're lucky, we can do a flip into resistance and enter on the flip into resistance here. If you get nothing good bullish here, you can just enter into the flip into resistance, for example, if you missed some different short trades here. So yeah, yeah, let's see if we get a deep retracement. I will love it, I will really love it, but I'm not really sure for now that we will get it. It depends if we break the low and we hold the low or not as support, basically. If we do not, then yes, we can look for a much bigger drop. So yeah, that is it for today. Thank you all for watching. Let's see if Bitcoin wants to do the big move to the upside here, the big impulse or not. Only time can tell. And let's see what Bitcoin decide, basically. We are still around, moving the trade here. We are still, yeah, well, yeah, path control here is dropping a little bit. Let's have a look here. We're erecting the millions of longs from before. We've got, you know, a few longs opening up here. 10, 7, 8 millions, 4 millions. Here we are erecting everything here. Yeah, again, for me, there is no short here. And there is no short here. Because I was not here, I was sleeping, and now, yeah, I mean, we're in the middle of the range, basically, into the path control, so there's nothing to take here. So, yeah. In any case, the Bitcoin plan was at the very beginning, if we can say very beginning, before all the other TAs. So make sure to go and watch at this. You have all the explanations there. Today we'll have some news. Don't forget this. Okay, at 2:30 UTC plus 2 and at 4 PM UTC plus 2. Just be aware of that. Okay, it can move the price as always. I have my alarms already. And yeah, with the wave count, nothing new. So yeah, we're done. Let's see what Bitcoin decide. Maybe a little bit of a range bound like this, continuation of the triangle over the weekend, as it is a weekend, so there's volatility. Let's see what Bitcoin gives us. And completely forgot to add an alert here. And let's see if we can, what we can get down here. Yeah, so have a brilliant day ahead. Have a nice weekend ahead too, and catch you all over the Discord for any update on Bitcoin if there is anything to update. Otherwise, catch you all on Monday for the next daily update. Have a nice day and a nice weekend, as I said. Take care of you and see you all later. Cheers.